Very good morning, students. I welcome you in our sixth class of IMO. In this class, we are going to discuss the chapter areas of parallelograms and triangles. Let me remind you, students, the relevant materials and the book we have already provided in your Google Classroom. So while seeing this video lecture, you must have your book in your disposal. So without delaying, let us start today's class. So today we are going to discuss areas of parallelograms and triangles. All the relevant formula you must go through from book. There is no scope of discussing the formulas here. So you must go through the formulas from your book. But whatever concept is required in order to solve the sums, I'll speak while doing the sums. Okay. So let us see our first question. First question is, this is a given figure. We have to find AE. Okay. So actually this is very easy. Let us do this. It's very easy, this one. Good. See, the area of a parallelogram, the area formula of a parallelogram is base into height. Okay. The parallelogram area is base into height. So if I take DC to be the base, so area of the parallelogram will be DC into height, that means AE. And if I take AD to be the base, then its area will be AD into CF. Okay. AD given, yes. So AD given 15, CF given 7, DC given 21, and AE is not known. So we can easily find AE from it. So AE will be 15 into 7 by 21. So therefore 5 centimeters. So therefore option D is the correct one. Okay. Good. Let us move on and do our next question. Find the area of the trapezium. See the area of the trapezium. Then you need to know the trapezium formula. Since this is the beginning of the sum, so I am doing. If similar sum comes, we will just skip it. Okay. So area of a trapezium. We know the trapezium area will be half into sum of the parallel sides into the height. Okay. So let us draw a trapezium ABCD. So these are parallel sides and these are non-parallel sides. Okay. So ABCD. Suppose AB is 77. Obviously, this one will be AB. So ABCD. AB given 77, BC given 25, CD given CD given 60, DA given 26. So the area of a trapezium is, area will be half into sum of the parallel sides, sum of the parallel sides into the distance between them. That means the height into height. That means the distance between them. So we don't know the height. So let us draw a perpendicular. Okay, good. And similarly, if I draw it here, so the height since remains same. So this is h. This is 60. This portion is 60. Right? 60. This portion is 60. Good. So these two are equal. Suppose name it. Suppose we are giving P and Q. So this should be equal. So this is okay. Fine. Then you can apply Pythagoras theorem. Actually, we don't know that this would be equal or not. We are not sure this would be equal. Right? So let us assume they are different. So this is, suppose this is you put x and this is you put y. Okay, good. Then from Pythagoras theorem, what can we say? From this triangle we can say h square, perpendicular square, is equals to 26 square minus y square. And from this triangle we can say h square is equals to 25 square minus x square. Okay, so since both are equals to h square, so then together we can say 26 square minus y square is equals to 25 square minus x square. So y square goes there. So 26 square minus 25 square is equals to y square minus x square. Achha. So that means y square minus x square will become 51. Okay. Achha. Now this is 60 I've already discussed. Also we know x plus y plus 60 is equals to 77. Right? See here 60, sorry, y 60 and x. Okay. So x plus y becomes 77 minus 60, so 17. Okay. And here y square minus x square means y plus x whole into y minus x is equals to 51. So if I put the value of x plus y 17, so that brings y minus x is equals to 3. Y minus x is equals to 3. Okay. So now we can easily solve them. Let us y plus x and here x plus y. So x plus y becomes 17 and there we have minus x plus y becomes 3. Okay, we are solving this one, 1 and 2. So 2y is equals to 20 brings y is equals to 10. If y is equals to 10, then x is equals to 7. Okay, so we know y, we know x, so we can easily find h, right? We can here, if you put, so 26 square minus y, value of y came what? 10. So 10 square, right? H square. Therefore h will be what? 26 plus 10, so 36. 26 minus 10, 16. Root under. So this becomes 6 into 4. So 24. Let me so that it doesn't get mixed up. Okay, h is 24. So now easily we can put it here. Half sum of the parallel side means one is 77, another one is 60, and height is 24. So 2 12s are 24. And if I multiply, it becomes 7, 7 plus 6, 13 into 12. Right? No. Just a minute. No, it's fine now. 137 into 12. Therefore, okay. So option B is our correct one. So question number 2, right answer will be B. Okay. Good. It's very important sum. Good. Let us move on. Let us see question number 3. Diagonals of a parallelogram divides. It's very easy. Diagonals of the parallelogram divides triangles of equal area, congruent triangles. So answer would be both A and B. So D. Next, question number 4. We have solved this kind of sum in our regular classes. So we are not doing question number 4. Let us see question number 5. Question number 5 looks promising. Let us do this. The given figure PQR is a triangle and T is the midpoint of PS. Okay, and area of TQR is equals to K into area of PQR. Area of TQR is equals to K into area of PQR. You need to find the value of K. Okay, good. Now see, T is the midpoint of PS. So QT is a median, right? We know a theorem. The theorem goes like this, that median divides a triangle into two triangles of equal area. What? Median divides a triangle into two triangles of equal area. So the area of this and area of this is same. That means area of TQS will be half of area of triangle PQS, right? TQR. PQR. Acha. Similarly, similarly, area of RTS is equals to half area of PSR. Area of TQS is equals to half of area of PQS, and area of TSR is equals to half of area of TSR. Now it's very easy. Area of TQR. See, area of triangle TQR means what? Area of triangle area of triangle TQS plus area of triangle TSR, right? So half, we have already found the value of TQS, half area of PQS, half of area triangle PQS, plus here also just put the value area of triangle PSR. If I take half common, then area of PQS, now you can see area of PQS plus area of PSR means area of PQR is equals to area of triangle PQR. So what is our right answer? Our option D is our right. Okay, good. So this is the whole sum. Let's move on. Question number 6. Question number 6 are more of like same. Question number 7 also same. Question number 8. Question number 8 also we have done this kind of sum in our regular classes. Question number 9 also more of same. Question number 10, yes, question number 10 can be done. Question number 10, let us do question number 10. Okay, so ABCD is a trapezium with parallel sides. Let us draw a trapezium. AB is equals to A, BC is equals to B, E and F are the midpoints of the non-parallel sides. So E and F. Okay. Find the ratio of ABFE, ABFE and EFCD. Okay. So we know by intercept theorem that this parallel, then it is equally intercepted. Equally intercept means the distance will remain same. So if distance is h, here also distance will be h. Okay. So since E and F are the midpoints, right? Then it will be half of them. Therefore, EF would be half of A plus B. So now it becomes very easy. Area of ABEF will be what? Sum of the parallel side into distance between them. So area of ABEF will be half of sum of the parallel side, that means A plus half into A plus B into a distance between them, that means H. Okay. Similarly, area of EFCD will be half into B plus half into A plus B into H. Okay. So the ratio they require. So if you divide, required ratio becomes this divided by this. Therefore, required ratio will be this divided by this. H cut down, half cut down. So it will be 2A plus A, 3A plus B by 3B plus A. Okay. So which of the option is correct? Therefore, option B is correct. Okay. Good. Just a minute, students. Okay. Good. So we have completed question number 10 then. Let us move on. Let us do our next one. Question number 11. Okay. So let us read question number 11. Okay. So question number 11 says ABCD is a rectangle with O as many points. O as many points. Just a minute. Acha. So is a inside point. So let us do this. Okay. So ABCD is a rectangle with O as many as any point in its interior. So let us draw a rectangle. O is any point in its interior. Okay. So A, B, C, D. Area of AOD 3 centimeter square. AOD. So area of AOD 3 centimeter square and area of BOC 6 centimeter square. This area is 6 centimeter square. Then the rectangle, then the area of ABCD. Okay, so we don't know this area and that area. So let us draw a parallel. Sorry. Let us draw a parallel line. Okay. Good. So area of AOD is equals to half of area of AFED. Right. Suppose this we have taken E and this we have taken F. So area of AOD will be half the area of ADEF. Right? Because there is a theorem between same base and same parallel, the area of a rectangle, area of a triangle is half the area of the parallelogram. Here parallelogram means here a rectangle. So what I can do, area of triangle AOD is equals to half of area of ADEF. Okay, good. And similarly for BOC also, area of triangle BOC will be half the area of BCEF. Okay, this is known 3 and 6. Now it is very easy. So this is 3 and this is 6. Therefore, area of AFED will be 2 multiplies, so 6, and area of BCEF 2 multiplies, so 12. So together, therefore 18. Right. So this is the right answer. Okay, let's move on. Question number 12 also same type. Okay, let us do 13 also are in the same base, and between is just the theorem. Parallelogram P is any point in city area of this, and again the theorem. It is a median of P is a point on AC such that this is 4:5 area of this and this. This looks promising. Let us do this one. Question number 15. Okay, this looks promising. Let's do. So what they have given, AD is a median of triangle ABC. So let us draw a triangle ABC. A, B, C. Now they say P is a point on AC. P is a point on AC such that ADP is equal 4:5. Okay, P, ADP, AD median. Median means the line joining the vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side. That means D is the midpoint of BC. AD is the median. P is a point on AC such that ADP. That means this one. ADP is to ABD, APD. So this one and ABD. So this one. 4:5. Okay. Good. You need to find PDC. This one is to ABC, the whole one. Okay. We don't know the area of PDC. So if I take common ratio to be X, therefore area of triangle ADP will be 4x and area of triangle ABD will be 5x. Okay, good. We know that median divides the triangle into two triangles of equal area, that we know. So that means area of triangle ABD will be equals to area of triangle ADC, right? So area of ABD is 5x and area of ADC means area of triangle APD plus area of triangle DPC. So this is 5x given. This is equals to 4x plus area of triangle DPC. So therefore area of triangle DPC is equal to 5x minus 4x, so becomes x. So now we can very easy. This is 5x ABD. This is 4x. And this is x. So now what do they require? Area of PDC. So x divided by area of ABC. So 5x plus 4x plus x. So therefore x by 10x, x by 10x, x is cut down, so 1 by 10. So therefore this answer. It's a good one. Okay. Okay, move on. Question number 16. Question number 16 and more of same. 17. Also we have done similar sum in our regular classes. Question number 18. Question number 18. Question number 18 also same. We have done this kind of sum in our regular classes. Okay. 19 we can do it from here. Two parallelograms on the same base and between same parallel lines are of equal areas. Between same base and are unequal areas. So false. This would be equal. So one is false. Next, the ratio of area of a rectangle and a triangle having same base and between same parallel is 2:1. This is true, right? We have just discussed this. Between same base and same parallel, the area of a triangle is half the area of the rectangle. So 2:1. So second is true. So therefore D is our correct answer. Okay, good. And finally, question number 20. Okay, question number 20 is an important one. Question number 20, let us do. So what they have given, ABCD is a parallelogram. G is a point on AB such that AG is equals to 2GB. AG is equals to 2GB. That means GB is equals to half AG. Okay. So it divides in equal parts. E is a point on DC such that CE is equals to 2DE. CE, E is a point on DC such that CE is equals to 2DE. CE is equals to 2DE. So similarly. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. So CE is equals to 2DE. Okay. F is a point on BC. F is a point on BC such that BF is equals to 2FC. BF is equals to 2FC. Okay. So again, there's a point, there's a point. Okay. Then match the following. So what we need to do is we need to join them. So we are joining EF and let us join GE. Let us take this point to be G. Okay. Good. So we have joined this one and let us join EB also. Okay. Good. See, area of ADEG will be what? Half into AG plus D AGED. Okay. ADEG first. So area of ADEG area of ADEG will be what? Half into sum of the parallel side into the distance between them. So we need distance. So suppose altitude, or rather draw an altitude. So BL. Okay. So AG means what? AG means 2/3 AB, right? So I can write 2/3 AB because this is 2 times this, right? So this portion is 2/3 the whole portion. Achha. Similarly, DE will be 1/3, as that's why I've given this point so that you understood. Okay, good. So this will be 1/3 CD and DL as it is. Sure. Now since it's a parallelogram, so CD is equals to AB. So 2/3, sorry, half here 2/3 AB. CD is equals to AB, so 1/3 AB into DL. Okay. AB is equals to CD, so let us change this to CD. Okay. Why we have changed? Because then we can do many things. So let us do it here. Okay. So I need to erase this and redo this again. So what we have, area of ADEG is equals to half into AG plus DE into AL, and then we have half. This is 2/3 AB plus 1/3 CD into AL. Therefore, this becomes half, since AB is equals to CD. So this I'm putting CD, and this I'm putting AB, AL as it is. Therefore, this one will be half. 2/3 CD, 2/3 CD is equals to what? C. So this will be C, and 1/3 AB. 1/3 AB. Let us see. 1/3 AB is equals to GB, right? GB into AL as it is. Good. So this means area of CEGB, right? C plus GB, CE plus GB into distance and AL. So which one will be area of CGB? CGB 2, right? So only one which is 2 is what? P का 2, P का 2 किसमें है? B में है ना? Therefore, your B is the right answer in this case. Okay, students. So in this class, we have completed the chapter area of parallelograms and triangles. I hope you have understood this. See you in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.